What's up, everybody? This is Attorney Dan Nguyen here, and I want to talk a little bit more about trademarks again. And so I'm listening to one of my favorite podcasts called How I Built This on NPR. And if you haven't listened to it before, they interview a lot of these company founders and kind of get their story about how they started the company, their struggles, their wins. And it's a really good insight about how a lot of these companies really get their start, or what kind of some of the obstacles they had to overcome, and their journey to get to where they are. And I'm listening to this one with the founders of Life is Good, and they are brothers out of Boston. And for the longest time, they really bootstrapped it. They ran out of their apartment. They were able to get free rent um, uh, by putting a container on one of their vendors' lots, and they um, you know um, did the most of what they had, and really showed the challenges and struggles they had as a new company. And one of the things they talk about was getting the trademark, and because they didn't have a lot of money, they kind of did it themselves. And in the podcast episode, they said they got rejected from the trademark office 5 times. I don't know if you actually get rejected that many times, but it was actually a specimen issue, meaning, how are they proving to the United States Patent and Trademark Office how they're using the goods. And what I gather from the episode was, life is good is kind of a saying, right? And so one of the issues that they had was trying to convince the trademark office that this is not just a saying on clothing and things like that. Sometimes it might mean ornamental. It's actually an actual brand. So what they did is they had to get like signed letters from clients and customers that say, hey, no, we associate Life is Good with clothing and other products we're selling. Who helped them was an attorney that they kind of just ran into each other. The story goes that they were just I forgot where they met, but they were kind of exchanging pleasures. What do you do? And the guys from one of the brothers from Life is Good goes, yeah, I do this clothing, and we're having trademark issues. And then he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. What do you do? He says, I'm a trademark attorney. So that attorney ended up helping fix all their trademark issues, and they got it. And so, I want to share with you guys, specimen issues is really one of the things that if you do it yourself, you might get caught up and might not be able to come if you're not familiar with how the trademark office handle these types of things. So I had another call with someone else, and they try to renew their trademark, and as part of the renewal process, you still have to submit a specimen or proof. And if you're not in the game, you may not know what language they're talking about. And so what they did was they just submitted a type Word document or type PDF, and then sent it. That's not really a specimen. Specimens, how are you using it? How are you using it in the business? So like websites or flyers, or if you're selling coffee mugs, is that on a mug? So you really got to prove to the United States Patent and Trademark Office that you continue to use this name in the normal course of business. And so I just did another one. They were for services, and for services a little bit different, right? It's we had to screenshot website, and the website has to be done a certain way, like the name has to be associated with the services, and for other things if it's good on websites, be able to order it. So there's a lot of these nuances for specimens that come into play, and if you're not familiar with it, it can really trip you up. So I want to share a little bit about what I learned from the podcast, some of the things my clients have gone to go through. Hope that's been helpful. This is Dan. You have more questions, pick up a free copy of my book, mytmbook.com. Just pay shipping and handling, and I'll send it to you right away. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.